Your brain on treats. A writer for the Toronto Star says, we're living in a treat culture and regularly rewarding yourself with little purchases to self-soothe is common in modern life. So do you experience this? I see a lot of heads going, yeah. Every 2 weeks at payday, I self-soothe, baby. What do you guys do?
I mean, listen, I'm all about pleasure. I wrote a book about it, did a website on it. I love the idea of doing tiny pleasures. The thing that maybe gets my back up a tiny bit with this is that it was a trend that was started on TikTok. And anytime there's a trend that starts on TikTok, I'm like wary. Because to me, it's just telling you to do pleasure in one way, and that usually means a capitalistic way. It means buying stuff. And I just wonder if there's a little bit more complexity to pleasure, and that sometimes the most lasting pleasures actually don't really cost a thing.
Well, sometimes capitalism's okay. Sometimes a little capitalism. I'm only saying this because I remember when I had my first part-time job as a page in a library, I made $9 an hour. So when I tell you those paychecks were small, they were nothing. And for me, I would reward myself with a very expensive nail polish, an OPI nail polish every 2 weeks. And it was just my little way of like, I can't afford all the things that I want, but this is the one thing I can have. It costs $10, I'm gonna splurge on it. And it would just give me the incentive, and it was like a reward for still going to school, getting good grades, and also working, and I'm balancing all of that and being a good kid, and it was like a good job. And now let's paint our nails. And that gave me so much. Even to this day, if I walk by and I see OPI nail polish, I'm like, remember, girl, that used to be the thing. Now I still do it. They're a little bit more expensive, and perhaps they have a red bottom, but you know, it's still a nice thing to reward yourself for all the hard work, because I think sometimes we're so busy doing and trying to like achieve everything, and we never stop to be like, good job, you did it. You made it through the week.
And it's not just that. It's,
right?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah.
We don't take enough time to recognize how far we've gotten on certain journeys, but we're also very good at restricting ourselves when we feel we've done something bad. We're very good at saying, I'm not gonna go out this weekend because I've got too much housework to do. I'm not gonna eat this donut because I need to cut back on sugar. We're really good at doing those things to ourselves, and we're not good at treating ourselves well.
You're gonna talk to me about that, because I'm like, what?
No, I mean, just in general, I think it's a lot easier for us to focus on kind of the negatives of where things are and the struggles. Instead of rewarding ourselves and kind of reinforcing that we are doing a good job and that we can keep doing a good job, and the treats can grow as we grow, as you have seen, OPI to red bottoms, you know?
Still grow.
But that's the thing, I still think it's good.
The dopamine hit is the interesting thing to me, because I think we have linked feeling good and treating ourselves with spending money. And I think that the best dopamine hit that I can think of is hitting the iron in the gym. The best dopamine hit I can think of is being out in nature for a walk. The best dopamine hit is volunteering. It's helping somebody in need. I think we have to also normalize that in this consumeristic, capitalistic culture, the idea is we always have to be giving ourselves a treat, like a pigeon in a cage. It's just like, good job, good job. And I think that we have to dissociate the fact that every time I want to feel good, I have to spend, even though I do it. But I think to unlink that is going to be very healthy for us mentally and also for our wallet.
Can we volunteer?
Sure. Of course, balance.
But
of course.
There is also, like, there's research, and we are in this sort of instant gratification. It's become easier than ever to get that kind of dopamine hit, to buy something instantly. And there's research to show, I don't know if you ever heard of the marshmallow experiment. Ever heard of this? Okay, so I'll get through this quickly. It was done by Stanford, I think in 1970, and there was a group of children that they brought in, and they gave the children two options. They would either give them a marshmallow, and they could eat it right away, or they could wait 15 minutes and get 2 marshmallows. And they studied these kids over time, and they found that the ones who actually delayed their gratification, didn't go for the instant dopamine hit, were more successful, were smarter, and like more happier adults. And so I think there is something, we've gotten very far away from delayed gratification, and I think it's maybe making us lose our sense of like what actually brings us pleasure in life, and some things are worth waiting for.
I like that a lot.
Hey you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.